Hello there, I'm Kiran Mant, I'm your nutritionist. Welcome back to my channel and today we'll be speaking about bloatedness, heaviness and the fullness. It does give me a nightmare. What about you? When I stand up on my weighing machine only to find out that I am weighing around a kg more or maybe 1500 grams more, the first thing in the morning when I get up and I see swelling all around my eyes, the puffiness, it gives me a nightmare. Okay, so what exactly is this bloatedness? This bloatedness can be attributed to something that your body holds on to if you have been depriving it of, may it be food, may it be water. If you eat less, it tries to hold on to the food that is present inside the body. It won't release it. If you have been depriving it of water, if you have been drinking less amount of water, it will try to hold on to the water that is available to it. If you have been exercising less, if your physical activity is less, of course your contraction of muscle and relaxation of it is less, the systems don't work properly, the muscles don't work properly, and again you face the problem of bloatedness. And if you have been eating too much of sodium salts in some form in your foods, that is where again the feeling of fullness comes. How do you combat it? How do you fight this? And what exactly is water retention? Water retention is nothing. As I said, your body tries to hold on to something which you don't feed enough. So if you have been drinking less amount of water, your body tries to hold on to it. Now the volume of water inside your body starts increasing, which eventually leads to increase in the blood volume as well. What does this blood volume do? When it tries to, the larger amount of blood, when it tries to flow through the arteries, it exerts pressure on the artery walls. That is when your BP raises. That is the pressure on the blood gives a pressure on the arteries. Eventually is going to create a more pressure on the heart. So your heart is under pressure to push that much of, to pump that much of volume of blood. Again, your kidneys are too much into pressure because they need to flush out that much of volume, that is increased amount of volume or increased levels of water that are present in the body. So they need to flush out this amount of water. So, and with all the water that is being flushed out through the kidneys also takes in all the stores of calcium present in your body. You lose the stored calcium, which leads to osteoporosis in all the postmenopausal cases. This explains that you are on a lose-lose condition or in a state where your body is under too much of tremendous procedures or the systems going wrong. If your body is too much bloated or in a constant condition of fullness, heaviness or bloatedness. So how do we fight this? The first thing that you need to remember is you need to drink a lot of water. People always come and complain, we do exercise, we eat a lot, we eat good foods, but we are not able to maintain the levels of water, we are not able to drink that much ample amount of water what we should be drinking. I always tell them that you need to associate your drinking water with your daily course that you have been doing. If I'm sitting for my puja, I need to drink a glass of water. If I'm going for my gym, I need to drink a lot of water, maybe a glass of water. If I'm going for my studies, I take a glass of water with me first. If I'm going for my play, or if I'm going for my tennis, or if I'm going for my computer classes, I need to drink water first. And you'll end up drinking 15 to 20 glasses of water in a day. And that is a good amount. The second thing, this problem even I faced, and my doctor, Dr. Manjusha, actually taught me this, how to place your water, regular intake of water. Thanks Manjusha for that, because I religiously follow and I'm so much happier with this concept of yours, and I would love to share it with all my clients. The second thing is drink take in apt amount of food in your this thing. Don't deprive your body by eating too less, because it's definitely going to hold on for all the functions that it needs to do. So don't deprive your body of anything. Place your food at regular intervals instead of stuffing them at one go. It's so much easier for your gut, it's so much easier for your digestion, so much easier for your absorption, and so much easier for your flushing systems. The third is you should be exercising enough. Your muscles need to work, your muscles need to be on move. The more you move your muscles, the better it is. Relaxation and contraction of each muscle has to happen. The fourth is you need to cut down on your sodium foods, on your packaged foods, because the more of packaged foods that you have, they have a lot of sodium bicarbs, they have a lot of preservatives in the form of salts, which add on to the sodium content in your body, which eventually holds on to the water in your body. Also, try to replace these sodium salts with the potassium one. You need to take in more of potassium foods. That is, try taking fresh foods over the frozen foods. Fresh fruits, the fresh foods, both you need to take. A lot of normal foods, normal naturally occurring foods have potassium in them. Like bananas, they have a good amount of potassium. Avocados have good amount of potassium. You have fruits, all the citrus fruits, the green leafy vegetables are there. Then non-veg meats and all have good amount of potassium in them. Try taking these foods which have potassium, and potassium is antagonist to sodium. That is, it's a beautiful theory that says when you try to fuel your body with potassium, automatically the more amount of sodium that is there inside your body, which is trying to hold on to the water, does get flushed off. So the moment the sodium is out, the more water is out, and all the pressure that has been that water has been exerting on your heart, on your arteries, on your kidneys, is now getting flushed off. Also, try to replace the salt that you need to put in your cooking foods. Has to be replaced with all the condiments and the spices that are easily available on your kitchen platform. Try using basil, the mint leaves, the cumin, the coriander powder, the peppercorns, the red chili powders, the green chilies. Try using all the flavored items like the cloves, the cardamoms, and oreganos, which are going to replace the salt, and you won't miss out the salty taste in your foods. Also, take in a lot of fibrous foods. When you take fruits, when you take leafy vegetables, when you take beans and fresh vegetables, when you take salads in good amount, you are eating a lot of fiber, so you won't feel constipated at any point of the time. A good amount of water is also going to flush off all that is choked inside your body. Try avoiding those packaged foods which are harmful in all by all means. Also, you need to understand that whatever table salt that you have been using has to be replaced with this potassium salt, which is easily available. This mineral potassium is available in more quantity in the crystallized form of salt, that is the pink salt and the black salt, which is easily available in the market. You can replace your table salt, your normal white sea salt, with the pink salt or the black salt in the crystallized form, which can be grinded at home to make a good powder that can be put in your soups, your salads, your chaats, your bales, your assorted fruit bowls, or maybe your juices, whatever you are making at home. That white salt, which is not being the white salt, can be easily replaced with the pink or the black variety. You can actually use the white iodized salt in your cooking foods, that the foods that you will be cooking or you will be heating up can have your white iodized salt, because you need to maintain a good amount of balance between the sodium salts and the potassium salts. Both are necessary for your body for proper functioning, for proper growth, for proper systems to work properly. And since they'll be balanced, the water level inside the body will also be balanced. The electrolytes will be balanced inside your body. two handy tips that I don't mind sharing it with you, or it's a pleasure sharing it with you rather, is try making a good drink which will have about a liter of water. Try putting all the condiments in it, the cumin powder, the normal peppercorns, the cardamom, your green tea leaves, your turmeric, your ginger in it. Give a good boil and keep it ready. Whenever you're feeling bloated, try drinking this water along with some black salt in it. And the second tip is, whenever you feel the body is going acidic, or some kind of toxicity is happening, the foods that have been choked inside, or the water that is available in larger amounts need to be flushed out, try taking a normal glass of water, a cold glass of water with some lime in it and black salt in it. Just mix it and drink it, maybe 2 glasses back to back, and you will be flushing out all the salt or the excess amount of water that is there, and it is going to get relieve you of all your acids also. It's a wonderful alkaline drink. And if you like my video, do share it, do like it, do comment on it. If you have any queries, please feel free to ask me, or reach out to me any point of time. Do subscribe to my channel. See you guys soon. Bye bye.